Hello everyone, in this session we will be solving two practical question of petty cash book, and with that we will wind up our cash book chapter. Now in our previous session we have discussed what was petty cash book and what was the format of petty cash book. Now according to that format we have prepared two questions answer, that is question number 15 and question number 16. Now let us start with first question number 15. Now in question number 15 what they told us is to prepare a petty cash book on the Impress system. Now Impress system is nothing but every month a fixed amount of money will be given to you by the cashier, or a fixed amount. Let's take example, suppose if a cashier fixes that impressed amount will be 2000 every month. So every month what cashier will do is that he will give 2000 to petty cashier for spending on small expenses. And suppose if in a particular month out of 2000 1900 was spent, then the remaining 100 will be kept as balance brought down for next month, and to make up 2000 the remaining again 1900 will be given to petty cashier by the head cashier. So that is known as Impress system. Now let's see in question number 15. On April 1st we received 10,000 for petty cash, means at the starting of every month the petty cashier he will receive 10,000 for spending in a particular month. So our 10,000 is nothing but our receipt of money. So in petty cash book we will write on the amount received column that at the starting, that is on 1st April we received 10,000, and in here we will write to cash account. Okay, remember, don't write in the total payment side because at the starting we received 10,000 and it will be written as to cash account. Then next on April 3rd we paid cartage of rupees 800. So on April 3 what we will do is that we will write by cartage. We will not write account as we used to write in cash book. This is petty cash book and we have to write only the name of the expenditure that we have made, that is in this case it is cartage. So we will write in total payments column 800, and out of the remaining 6 columns we will see cartage is in which column. It is not in postage and courier, wages, conveyance. Here it will come under cartage column. So we have to be sure that the line is straight, means the alignment is same when we record individual expenditure in the column. Then next on 4th April paid bus fare 400. Now we have to treat separately because we again have speed post of rupees 200. So first we will write for bus fare 400. First we will write in here by bus fare. In total payments column we will write 400, and then for any traveling expenditure it will come under conveyance column. So 400 we will write in conveyance column. Then next we have paid for we have speed post rupees 200. So we will write in here by speed post 200 in total payment, and again since speed post is related with courier, so we will write in courier column 200. Then next is paid for stationery 700. So in here we will write by stationery. Remember you have to mention date also. Then by stationery we will write 700 in total payment column, and again since we have separate column for stationery we will write 700 in here. Then next we have on date 7 paid for courier services rupees 300. So in here we will write by courier services 300. Then courier services is related with courier, so we will write 300 in here. Then next we have paid for taxi fare, that means it is related with traveling. So in particulars we will write by taxi fare in total payments 800, but that individual column we will write 800 under conveyance. Then next we have wages of 300. Then we will write by wages 300 in total payments. Then since we have separate column for wages we will write 300 in here. Then next we have paid for wages again of 400. So we will write again by wages 400 in total payments 400. Then in wages column we will write 400. Then next we have charity 500, so we will write in here by charity 500 in total payment. Then since we don't have individual column for charity, we will write that in miscellaneous expenses column 500. Then next we have newspaper bill rupees 600, so we will write by newspaper 600 in total payment, and since we don't have any particular column for this expenditure, this type of expenditure, it will go to the miscellaneous expenditure column. Then next we have paid for soap 320, so by soap we will write in here 320 and it will go to miscellaneous expenses column. Then next we have paid for speed post charges rupees 300, so we will write speed post charges in here 300, and in individual column we will write it under postage and courier. Then next we have paid for postage rupees 780, we will write by postage 780, then again in postage and courier column 780. Then next we have paid for repairs, we have paid for repair of chairs 500, so we will write by repairs 500, and since we don't have any individual column, we will write it down in miscellaneous expenses column. Then at last we have paid for refreshment to customers rupees 900, so that also will come under miscellaneous expenses column. Now after recording all the transaction, what we have to do is that we will write total payments in here. We will add up all these items and we will write in here we got 7,800. Then we have to find total of each individual column as well, like for postage and courier we got 1,580, for wages we got 700, for conveyance we got 1,200, for cartage 800, then for stationery 700, and last miscellaneous expenses we got 2,820. Now you can check your calculation by adding this individual columns total also. If it comes 7,800, that means your addition or your process of recording is correct. Now after finding total of each column, what you have to do is that you have to deduct this 7,800 from 10,000 that earlier we received at the starting of month. So if we deduct 7,800 from 10,000, we will get by balance carried down of rupees 2,200. So after writing balance carried down, that will be recorded on the last date of every month. Okay, then after that we will write we will draw a same line in both the columns, that is the amount received and total payments, and after adding 7,800 and 2,200 we will get automatically 10,000, and in this side also 2,200. After that what we will do is that we will close the account by drawing two lines, and then in the next month, that is starting first date of the next month, that is May 1st, what we will do is that we will bring down balance brought down. Balance brought down means the balance carried down of previous month will become balance brought down of new month, but we have to write it in opposite direction. Earlier it was in credit side, now it will come into the debit side, that is 2,200 will come in here. And since the impressed amount is 10,000 per month, we already have 2,200, so to make 10,000 we need 7,800 more. Okay, so that 7,800 we will receive again from cashier on May 1st itself by writing to cash account. So this is petty cash book. It is very easy if you remember all the name of each columns. Okay, now let us see another question, that is practical question number 16. Record the following transactions in a petty cash book with suitable columns. Now the book is kept on impress system and the amount of impressed is being rupees 4,000. That means every month 4,000 will be kept at the starting of each month for spending on petty expenses. So let us see, on 1st April we have information that petty cash in hand is 540. That means we have balance from previous month rupees 540, and the remaining amount received cash to make up the impressed. To make up the impressed means to make up 4,000 we have to take some money from the cashier. That means apart from 540, the remaining amount will be received from the cashier. So you have to do is that 4,000 minus 540, that means the amount that you will receive at the starting of the month, you will get that. So here is the format of petty cash book. Now to balance brought down as it's given in the question, we have 540, and in order to make 4,000 we need 3,460. That is 4,000 minus 540. We got 3,460 from cashier. That's why we will write in here to cash account. Okay, now after finishing that, what we will do is that we will start making entry for the expenses, like paid for office cleaning ₹100. So by office cleaning we will write 100 in total payment, and since we don't have any individual column for that, we will note it down in miscellaneous expenses. Remember, for every expenses, if you can't find any suitable column, that will go to the miscellaneous expenses. Then next we have on 4th April paid railway fare, means traveling expenses. Also again bus fare 280. So altogether we will write both railway fare and bus fare in 320 and 280 in conveyance column. Then next is wages 150. So we will write by wages in total payment column 150, and in wages column we will write 150 again. Then next on April 5th we bought shorthand notebooks for office ₹370. Now since we purchased notebook from stationery, that means it will go to the stationery column ₹370, and here we can write by notebook. Then next on April 7th paid carriage on parcels ₹150. Then we can write by carriage 150, and since carriage there is separate column for cartage, we will write it down in here 150. Then next we have again paid for wages 220. So we will note it down in total payment 220, and in wages column again 220. Then next we have bought stamps for 300. So we will write by stamps 300, and since we use stamp for courier purpose, then we will write in postage in courier column. Then next we have envelopes for 450. So we will write by envelopes 450, and we will write it down in stationery column. Then next again we purchase one account register 400. So we will write by register 400, and we will note it down in stationery because we purchased this from our stationery. Then next we have paid for repairs. That means we have to note it down in miscellaneous expenses column. Then next we have give tips to office peon 150. So that also we will note it down in miscellaneous expense. And don't forget, first you have to write in total payments, and then you have to assign those expenses to particular column. Then next we have gave charity of 100. So we will write by charity in miscellaneous expenses 100. Then next we have serve tea to customers ₹250. So first we will write in total payment 250, then in miscellaneous expenses 250. Then next we have paid for wages 160. So we will write in here 160, and in wages column also 160. Then at last we have rewards to servant. That also we will write it down in miscellaneous expenses column, since we don't have any particular column for that. Now after finishing all the expenditure or all the transaction, we will find out total, and we got 3,700, and for each individual column also we will find out the total. Then since we already spent 3,700, that means our balance carried down is 300 in order to make up 4,000, and this 300 will become balance carried down balance brought down for next month, and the remaining again to make up 4,000 in the next month. What we have to do is that we have to take 3,700 from our cashier to make the impressed amount of 4,000. So it is not visible here properly, but it will be made first to cash account, and in here we will write 3,700. So I hope that it is not that much difficult petty cash book as compared to cash book. So but please try to at least practice 3 or 4 questions of petty cash book. Now if you still have any confusion, then you can contact me. So for this session we will wind up here. Thank you.